The first person who signed up that saw our notice, I don't know if it was in Auto Week or where it was, called me and said, I want to bring my 356, I've got a Super 90, and I'm an old vintage racer, and I think this sounds like a lot of fun. And then he said, and by the way, I've got Parkinson's. And I thought, if I fail him, I'm going to fail everything. I can't let that happen.
She didn't fail him. Deb Pollock is the founder and force behind Drive Toward a Cure, which organizes charity car rallies around the country to support Parkinson's research. The group hosted its second annual California Adventure this year, and we tagged along to see what brings people together, be it the cars or the cause. But for Deb, it's more than just a way to give back. It's personal.
I lost my mom to Parkinson's in 2006, and at the time I was working as a volunteer for the Danville Concours up in Northern California, which also raises money for Parkinson's. And we were doing a lot of car programs, and I was the only one who was coming from Southern California. I worked with Ferrari and Maserati at the time, and Phil Hill was still alive, and he had Parkinson's. And he had been America's first Formula One champion and a part of the Ferrari Maserati family for many years. And I started a program for them once Phil had passed away to do a driving program that went from the Walnut Creek area up to Napa, which they still continue today. They're in their 8th year. And it was a way to do a one-day drive. People would always say to me, well, we're doing a lunch, it's really nice, but why don't we do a weekend? And I just didn't have the time to do it. I flew home to LA and did my work, and that was that. And in 2016, my mom would have turned 90, and it would have been 10 years since she was gone. And I said, gosh, you know, if I don't start something a little bigger now and honor her, I'm never going to have the chance to do it.
The experience of driving on these roads in this rally is incredibly unique. So right now we're behind a 70s Ford Gran Torino. In front of him is an Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Behind us is an old Mini and a brand new Porsche 911 GT3 RS running around. So having all these cars on the same stretch of road is pretty remarkable, and it's an incredible sight. People have been gawking at us, people are pulling out their phones. It's like a combination parade, car show, road rally, charity drive. I mean, it's a very cool event.
It's not like a gumball rally. It's not like something that's just expensive cars. You know, we have everything from vintage and collectibles all the way on up to exotics and luxury. If people want to support the cause, it doesn't matter what they drive. We just want them to be with us. We started in 2016, and my goal was to become a 501c3 charitable organization. And through the people that I met, it really just takes a village. You know, I've been in the car industry for a long time, and I thought I want to take care of the people that enjoy driving, the people that I know, the people that are part of our culture and could see a benefit to having a fun day, a fun weekend, but for a good cause.
The camaraderie is wonderful, meeting people with similar likes and passions, and then putting it for a cause and meeting some of these people with Parkinson's. And we've had a couple people in our lives with Parkinson's, and it's really nice to do something for a good cause that's fun. How have cars changed my life? Well, it's hard. Cars have always been in my life, so it's kind of like, how's breathing changed your life? It just is, you know. It's such a huge part of my life. I mean, this was my dream car. One year, I was at my parents' house. It passed me, and I literally ran after the car to the guy's house and said, "This is my dream car. If you ever want to sell it, I want to buy it." And he said, "I would never sell this car."
And he didn't tell me, he was telling the guy.
Yeah. So a year later, I'm at my parents' house again, and he drives by, backs up, pulls in the driveway, and says, "Hop in." We take off. He says, "I destroyed my shoulder. I'm retiring and moving to Hawaii, and I love this car too much to take it to Hawaii. It's $30,500. And I said, "Sold." And I didn't have $30. And I didn't know how to tell her.
Yeah, and my family thought cars were a waste of money. So I did not understand that at all. Right.
Yeah, and you said, what is it? And I said, well, I found my dream car, and I told him I'd buy it, and I don't know how. And she said,
let's figure it out.
Let's figure it out.
And we did.
Yeah, we figured
And
it
there it
out.
is.
And that was,
And here we
that was 25 years ago. And now I wouldn't sell this thing for anything in the world. And
Until your shoulder is destroyed.
exactly. And then a guy just told me in his Ferrari, goes, when are you moving to Hawaii?
I've done so many press launches. What's so hard about doing a drive for a weekend? And I guess the challenge was really seeding it out there and getting people to know who we were, to trust who we were, and to get enough people to participate. And the beautiful part is, which is the saddest part, everyone seems to know somebody who's been affected by Parkinson's. I meet someone and someone knows someone, and those people want to help us. The people that are interested in coming to our events tend to not be rally people. You know, it's not about the competition. It's not about getting there the fastest or the furthest. You know, it's really about people wanting to meet other people, people wanting to experience the type of program that we're doing and have everything all inclusive, but yet they feel good about being a contributor to something that's bigger than who they are.
I often say that I really don't have a favorite as long as the car makes me smile. Whether it be a truck, a car that's really expensive or a car that's really inexpensive. You're bringing together all different types of cars. So everybody just wants to kind of talk about the individuality of each car and, you know, what do you have? There's no judging, there's no finer details of talking about the cars. It's just here to have fun. They often mention it's about cars and camaraderie, and that's perfectly put, because that's really what it's all about. Just having fun with people that enjoy cars. And also what I've learned due to the charitable organization is that, you know, people that are fortunate enough to have interesting cars know that, and they want to give back. And this is a way of giving back and having fun and talking about cars all at the same time.
I drive a 1959 Speedster. It's a replica built here in California by Vintage Speedster. And the truth is, probably if I had a real one, I probably wouldn't go out so boldly driving it as I do now. So it's really a lot of fun to bring on these rallies and to take out in the streets, even getting gas. You know, people stop me wherever I go. It's a happy little car and makes people feel good, and it makes me feel good to know that people like it. I think I want to build something that can really hopefully help us find a cure. But my fear is that in my lifetime, it's going to be very difficult for that to happen. We give our funds currently both to the Michael J. Fox Foundation and to the Parkinson's Institute. And the reason why I choose to do that is because I do believe in research. I'm sad to think that there may not be a cure in my lifetime, so I'm very concerned with people that are challenged by it. So I really want to help raise funds for patient care, and I want to be able to help people along the way. I've always been a philanthropic person from the time I was a child, and I've always been involved in things growing up, you know, working for causes, being a part of things. And this is just the biggest one that I've been able to take on and do. This has really opened up doors to me for not just professional people to meet along the way, but for personal relationships. And I think it's just opened up my heart to be bigger. So has it changed me? I don't know that it's changed me. As I said, I think it's kind of enhanced the direction that I like to go.